This is Aalo Atomics, and they're about to split an atom with a nuclear reactor that only took 8 months to build. This company started on the promise of shrinking the timeline to build a nuclear reactor from what usually takes years into months, with the vision of mass manufacturing nuclear reactors. And this moment right here might determine if they can pull that promise off. I'm giving you a behind-the-scenes look at how Aalo got here and what comes next in nuclear. Only a few years ago, Aalo was just an idea between two founders, Matt and Yasir, with a vision of ushering in a nuclear renaissance to bring the cost down of nuclear like we haven't seen in decades.
Essentially what Aalo is planning to do is we're going to commercialize kind of a scaled up design inspired by Marvel. So it's an open source design. The government, is financing this. So that's really their intention. And it's kind of the mission of the lab to help kickstart the industry. Kudos to the government for setting this up, because I think it really is helping to usher in the second atomic age, and hopefully Aalo can help to accelerate that even further.
Then, soon after starting, they moved out of their WeWork and into an empty 40,000-foot facility. And within months, they built a nuclear prototype.
Now it's time to actually see it for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I am thrilled to present to you, for the first time ever, our full-scale Aalo-1 reactor prototype.
And after completing their prototype reactor, something fascinating happened. The US president ordered 4 reactors to go critical by America's 250th birthday, and Aalo was chosen to be one of their reactors. The team was already going fast, but this new deadline required them to be far more aggressive than they ever first intended. But the team said yes to the challenge.
The building you see in front of you today was built in 36 days. The nuclear fuel will be arriving in a matter of weeks. And so we are on pace to achieve criticality before July 4th.
And I kept checking in on the team as the deadline from the president came closer and closer. Eventually, I decided I needed to go visit Aalo and see how they were feeling weeks leading up to criticality.
In the last 70 years, we have not seen all these stars aligning for nuclear the way it has today. When we achieve criticality, when we build the next reactor that will help us get to full power and make electricity, we can essentially change the energy landscape completely in the US and outside the US as well. Like what we are doing here essentially could usher in this so-called renaissance that the nuclear industry have been waiting on. This is the resurgence of nuclear in a very profound way. And honestly, if we can overcome that, can nuclear provide 99.9% or 5-9 reliabilities? If someone can unlock that little piece, then all of a sudden it becomes the golden solution.
This is like a mission that's greater than any one person. People are sacrificing a lot in the company, family time, time with their kids, time that they could have otherwise spent doing their hobbies to do this. And I think it's because we all feel like we have a chance here at playing a role in creating history. It's really cool to be able to have this opportunity to do something fundamentally new. It's not very often you get to do that.
It's a huge event for Aalo. It's a huge event for the energy industry in general.
We have a good design, we've got our DSA approved, we've got all this stuff going. None of that matters if we don't go critical.
We're gonna keep slogging away until we go critical.
A lot of people doubted that we can do this in less than a year. Yeah, we're gonna achieve that.
The mission is like, hey, if I want to build a real reactor, the first step is let's make a critical reactor come to life first. When President Trump came up with his executive order, what better way to prove we're the fastest nuclear company than to prove that we can design and build a reactor within less than 10 months and turn it on.
Sound pressure is not critical.
The control rods are in group select.
Draw the control rods at most 2 inches. Observe signs of criticality.
Observing. I'm going to withdraw to criticality. Swing to 79.3 inches.
Observe signs of criticality.
The reactor is critical.
Today at 12:20 a.m. on the 4th of July, 2026, Aalo Atomics achieved criticality for the first time.
What we just witnessed was that Aalo was able to successfully have the reactor go critical. And what's so crazy is that 8 months ago, they had no nuclear reactor, and the facility was just dirt. The founders started this company on the promise of rapid deployment of nuclear, and here they were splitting atoms quickly. From this moment and this success, you can see that their initial thesis has been proved out. This moment is only the beginning for Aalo Atomics. Now I'm going to sit down with them to discuss what comes next now that they've achieved criticality.
We're going to be announcing pretty soon a partnership with Crusoe. They're going to put a Spark data center right next to our first reactor, the Aalo-X. The first kind of full-scale commercial deployment will be our first pod. The goal one day might actually be to have an all-in-one nuclear plant and data center design where these things are really tightly coupled hand in hand and really kind of allow you to streamline the creation of this product that can be deployed all around the country and the world. It's still early days, still just the beginning, and we have a lot to prove, but it's going to be a really fun journey. That thrill of the unknown, and can we solve this, and how will we solve it, and the satisfaction of each little incremental step in climbing up that mountain is just honor and privilege of a lifetime. It's super fun.
When President Trump said this challenge, almost everyone thought it was crazy. The biggest minds in nuclear who knows this technology said, this is impossible. You can't do it. Most of the industry wouldn't even attempt it. Today, we proved them wrong. From November 10th to July 4th today, we did it in a time that most people thought it was impossible. I kind of like, for a second, just closed my eyes and had a flashback of every single moment we've spent together in the last 8 months. Every struggle, every drop of sweat, every win that got us here today. The nation called and Aalo answered. In this very moment, I want you guys to feel every single minute of this day. Because today, we just made history. Our job is not done until we build Aalo-X, our platform reactor that makes full power. Our job is not done until we stand up a factory that can make hundreds of reactors a year. Our job is not done until the world stops being afraid of nuclear and we can rewrite the fear of our forefathers that they had to live with. We will not stop until there's no child left on this earth that has to study under a candlelight again. We will not stop until we've changed the world.